everyone. Today we're going to do a really fun haircut. She usually wears her hair, you know, a side swoop bang, and we want to keep this length here. But what we're going to do is we're going to do a bang that goes across, kind of like a baby bang, but not as short. But what I want to show you first is how we're going to cut the back. She has this excess here that we want to bring up, and so we're going to cut this bottom. We're going to cut this up, and then after we get the length cut, then we're going to stack it in the back. And this you want to hold down. We want to keep this front longer. Make sure the head's up when you get to the sides. And then we're just going to barely trim these sides because she wants those long. Okay, and then cut across. Okay, and then come this way. Just make sure you keep combing down. Okay, then bring your side up here. Like I said, just barely trim those. Okay, now take from about the ears across. Get that hair out of your way. I'm going to spray this a little bit. Okay, you're going to take the section down in the middle. Depending on how close you want your stack is where your fingers go. Okay, we want her stack in quite a bit, not way. This is probably about medium. Okay, now just grab to the side. Go with the guide point, which is the hair that you've just cut. Whoops, sorry. Okay. Okay, now hold this hair out. Again, on this side, the sides you want to pull back. So when you let go, they will fall longer. Okay, then hold this hair out for the stack. Okay. Okay, now this side, remember, pull the sides back. Okay, now I'm going to let half of this hair down. Then we're going to clip that hair away. I'm going to wet this down a little. Same thing, come to this middle, take your section, hold this out. See where you can see I've cut? You want to take that and then cut this rest into that guide point. Okay. Again, I like to chop into it. Just give it a little bit of texture. Okay, then come to the left and hold out that side. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to let the rest of this down. Okay, hold that out. You can see where I've cut right there. Take those ends off on top. Okay, now this is the important part. You're going to come straight out from the head at a 90-degree angle. And this is what's going to give the layers up here on top. Okay, so hold it straight from the head and you can see where I've cut. Then you just take that hair and blend that. Then that's what helps with your layers up top. If you're not wanting as many layers on top, don't go at a 90-degree angle. Hold it out more this way so it falls long. Okay. Okay, then her sides. Hold back. Still hold it out at a 90-degree angle from this head, but pull back on that hair so it falls long. You don't want that too short. Okay, then come down here to the left. Hold that out. You can part your sections off more, you know, when you go to the right and then the left, if that helps keep, you know, where your guide point is, then that's great. '90-degree angle. Okay, this side again. You hold back, but you're still going to go at that 90 straight out from the head. Okay, then I like to get to the top after you've done all that. Hold straight up and then just notch into that. Okay, now we're going to do the top and the sides and then the front. Okay, part it where you usually part it. Then grab this hair. Let me turn you this way. She wants her front long, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to take from this layer, you're going to angle up. So when that falls, that's going to fall long. Okay, so just pull both sides up. Do that. Okay, then go to your part. Okay, now I'm going to show you how we're going to cut these bangs into this haircut. Like I said, she usually wears it to the side, but now we're going to come forward with it. So we're going to come back a couple inches, and we're going to comb everything forward. Okay, she likes to wear her sides kind of down and forward, so just comb it exactly the way she's going to style it. Okay, then I always like to come to the middle. Remember, when they dry, they're going to shrink a little, so you're going to want to start a little bit longer. Bring your scissors in at an angle, and then just start chopping. You want these uneven. If you want a straight baby bang, obviously just go straight across. But this, we want a little bit more textured look. So just kind of cut into those sides. Okay, now you're going to come to this side. I always like to come from the top on this side. You can come from the bottom, just depending on your angle, which way feels best. Okay, you can also bring your scissors up. Okay, and make sure you turn to the side so these come into those sides so they connect. Okay, then just kind of play and mess with them. Okay, here it looks a little thick, you can see that. The thick parts, just take and kind of hold out a little bit. Just kind of chop into that. Okay, now with this, from about the middle of this ear or front to the back, I just like to hold this section out and just kind of chop into that. And what this does is it connects the front to the back, so you don't have short and then all long. Sometimes if you don't take this corner off, it can get really bulky on these sides. So you want to hold this side out. See that corner right there where it's longer? You're just going to chop into that. Okay, now I'm going to texture. I'm going to texture with a razor. And what you're going to do, you need to make sure that you don't go too close to this scalp, okay? Where this bends, see that hair bend, you come in and you're going to want to kind of do a C shape, go in and out, and then kind of come up, okay? And then just push that hair away. Okay, then you're going to hold this up, going to come up. Don't put tons of pressure on that razor, you're going to chop some hair off. So just easy with it, just kind of in and out, kind of like you're brushing the hair. Okay, and I like to do that through the crown and then through the sides. I'm also going to take my razor up through her bangs to give those some texture. Okay, so I like the sides, just kind of bend the hair. Go up with it. Just take sections down about 1 inch away from each other. And where you want to use this razor is where you need more volume or more texture. Okay, now with these bangs, you're going to want to leave this bottom out and then hold these top bangs. Okay, and you're going to take the razor and you're going to set it on top and kind of go back and forth a little bit. This is going to make it so it's just not so heavy. If you want more of a blunt, heavy bang, then I would not recommend, texturing up here through these bangs. Just leave them more thick. But I want a little bit more texture into these for this haircut. Okay, so now you can just comb out the hair. Make sure your bangs are where you're at, and you can keep them a little bit longer until you dry, and then you can go in and dry cut into them. So that is the haircut. Now we're going to show you how to style in just a minute.
Okay, today we are going to do a Katniss braid in honor of Hunger Games being released this week. Now Katniss has long hair, but she has bangs in the front, and Ashlyn doesn't have any bangs, so I won't do hers with bangs. But if you have bangs, you're going to want to leave some bangs hanging down on both sides. And also hers is kind of messy, so I'm not going to use anything to smooth it down above and beyond what her hair already is, because Katniss is kind of messy. So we're going to start, hers is a Dutch braid that wraps around her head. And we're going to start it a little ways back. And the Dutch braid is just a reverse of a regular French braid. So instead of going over the hair, I'm going to come under the hair. Okay, so I'm going to start out just coming under for the first part. Okay. Then, like a regular French braid, you pick up a section of hair, and instead of taking it over, you take it under. So again, here's a section of hair, and I'm going to take it under the middle piece instead of over it. Okay, we're just going to work our way down. Her braid looks like it comes down quite low around the base of her hair. So we're going to kind of work our way down here, and then we'll start twisting it. We'll start twisting it as we go also, but so just little sections, keep them wrapped underneath as you go. This is also called sometimes a reverse French braid. So see, I brought that all the way down to kind of get towards the bottom. And again, if you want it to look exactly like hers is quite messy. So here we go. Now I'm just going to finish this up. Now hers also, let me just slide around this way. Kind of covers her ear. So I'm going to leave this loose as I finish it up. Let's see. There we go. And then just finish braiding it down, tucking it underneath as you go. And you can kind of pull that out a little bit. And again, if you have bangs, then leave some bangs out like that. And there is a braid similar to the one that Katniss wears in the Hunger Games.
Hi everyone. Hey, today I'm going to show you a fun, quick, easy hairstyle. She gets tons of compliments on it. It's a really PC, just fun, in-style cut. Okay, I like to use my Amp Volume Mousse. Like to use about that much. Rub it in your hands, then rub it all over in the hair. Get it in there really good. Okay, now I'm going to dry it. While you dry it, you're going to want to move your other hand around. Just back and forth. Just kind of grab up, pull up. I always like to do those a little bit forward. Kind of dry these bangs to the side and down. Lift again up top. Just back and forth with your fingers. The more you move your fingers, the more texture looking you're going to have with your hair. Just so it doesn't go one way. Okay, easy enough. Now, this is the key to this hairstyle. Distortion styling gum. You're going to want to take about a nickel size, and then you might need more after, but just use that so far. Rub it in your hands good to where it's kind of clear. Just come in and start pulling up the hair. Just grab it and pull up. Okay, now what you want to do is you want to take this, I'm going to use a little bit more, because you want this front really pieced out. Okay, come to the other side, piece that out cute. Then lift with the back. Okay. Now, I always like to take, just kind of wrap some on the side and through the back a little bit. This will just help it stay in for the day. Just kind of in, down, and out. Then I like to take the hairspray. I like Finisher from Ice. It's an aerosol. Okay, after you spray, then just take your fingers and kind of start setting your hair where you like it. And this is what's fun with this. Make sure you don't do it so uniform. You're going to want to pull hair out this way, out this way. Just make it really fun. She gets compliments all the time, so just try it. You'll love it. Okay, easy enough. Fast and easy. I'm going to show you the back down here. I've just, dried it down here. Start kind of drying up through here. Easy enough. Hi, I'm Donna from boysandgirlshairstyles.com. Today I have Rebecca and we are going to chop her hair off. She wants something fun, easy. She wants to do something kind of spiky and fun here. So I think what I'm going to do is start from her crown and get kind of the length we want here and then work from this length, go to the back, just make it kind of really lots of fun. Okay, I'm going to take a section on this top and you can see how long you want this. I'm going to want hers to kind of go short and spiky up a little bit to a little bit longer. So I am going to angle my fingers this way and I'm just going to kind of chop into this way. Okay, then I'm going to go from this piece and just chop that too. You can kind of see that start to stand up. Really cute. Okay, then I'm going to come at a 90-degree angle and come back here. Okay, now I'm going to come down, angle this towards her head this way. So it's going to angle in a little bit. Okay, I'm just going to wet this down. Okay, just chop into that. Just hold it straight out. Okay, we're just going to let that part hang until we get the rest of this cut and then we'll work on the back. Okay, so come up here again. Just point cut into that. I'm going to go back through, texturize it, use the razor a little bit, give it some fun chunky stuff. Again, just point cut into this. Okay, now on this side part, when you get to the side, I'm going to come straight, just kind of chop into that, 90-degree angle. If you want, you can cut the length all off at first if you want, so it's not in your way. Or you can just go along and cut it off as you go. Okay, just hold that out. Rebecca always does fun things. She'll grow her hair out, then she'll chop it off and do something fun, and so I'm glad she let us record it. Fun. We're just going to take this over the ear this way, just straight out, I mean not over, straight out. Okay, then come this way. Got lots of kids coming in and out. Don't mind us. Hi guys. Hi. Okay, just come down that back. Like I said, after we get this done, then we'll come to the back and kind of finish cutting that. Okay, so just pull that straight out from the ear, right there. Okay, now, before we get to the front, we're going to come back to this back. In fact, I'm going to take a razor, and I'm just going to take this and kind of go in at this. She has some calyx right here. I'm not going to do a blunt cut. We're just going to kind of take this razor, just so this is different back here. Just hold that out a little and take a little bit of that length off. Okay, now I'm going to spray down this front. Okay, so what we're going to want to do, I'm going to come and cut these sides the way I want them. Her back ends about the bottom of her ear here. And I'm going to take this hair, hold it this way. I'm going to come by her ear, and I'm just going to kind of go back and forth with my shears. Cut that off. Okay, now this is all one length because we just cut all that length off. Okay, so we're going to want to take this hair, we're going to hold this out, and you just take your shears and just chop into that. this piece out. Okay, then see it seems a little thick here, so I'm going to spray this a little bit. You just want the hair wet when you razor. Okay, I'm going to take this razor and I'm going to come in and chunk this out, just so it's really piecey. Especially over the ears, because we don't want it too bulky over the ears. You can kind of see that, lighten that up right there. Okay. Then we'll wet this down. Okay, gonna hold this out. Chop into that. Okay, now I'm going to turn her this way so you guys can see. Again, just kind of come to the front and you can see where her length is and about where the hair goes by the ear. So again, just come on that side. Same thing, just back and forth, or open and shut your shears. Okay, take this, chop into that a little. Take some of that bulk out. Okay, now, again with the razor, you can come in, texture this real good by the ears. We want this piecey, so when we style it, we can style it piecey. Okay. Okay, then just come in front, just kind of get this wet, see how it's going to fall. I think we just need to cut this a tiny bit. So I'm going to wet this down, because like I say, you don't want to take the razor to dry hair. And I'm going to start up in this front and just barely take that hair off. Just so this is going to be really wispy when we style this. Okay, now up through this top, I'm going to take thinning shears, okay? Texturizing shears. I'm going to bring it up about 1 inch. Just take those scissors in there. And it's okay, some people think on thin hair that they probably shouldn't do this. It makes short little hairs in your hair so the other hair will stand on top of it. So my personal opinion, I love it because I think it really helps a hairstyle have body. Okay, go ahead and check out the styling video after this. I'm going to show you how to style this haircut. Hi, I'm Mardonna from boysandgirlshairstyles.com. Today I have Riley. She's my niece. She's so darling. Anyway, she did her hair really cute the other day, and so Deanna and I wanted to do a video, or have her do a video on this. What we've done is she's left this hair out just to show you how much she's left out. Deanna had flipped her head over and did the French braid up here. And you're going to want to do the French braid like almost on top of her head. And then she put an elastic there. So if you turn sideways, see, you can see that's almost right on the top of her head. And her sides are pulled back that far. I'll turn this way. See? Clear to here, okay? These just fall out because they're a little bit shorter, but it makes it cute when it's all done. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have Riley turn into the mirror and just explain what she's going to do as a sock bun right on top of her head. and it's so stinking cute when she comes up with the braid and with the big sock bun. So she's just going to talk to you guys into the mirror, and then just she's just going to explain how she does it.
Okay, so I have this, and all I'm going to do is just take all of this extra hair that I have and just pull it up and just leave like little pieces down. So that's all I'm going to do. So I'm just going to flip my head over and do this real quick.
Right, turn this way.
Oh,
there you go.
Make sure like you go through, like kind of comb through your hair with your hands and your fingers, just so there's no bumps or whatever. And then once you get that, you just can kind of pull however much you want out, and it doesn't really matter, I don't think. You just whatever, I think. And then you just put the pony right there. Okay. Oh, okay. I'll just... Okay. So there's the pony, and that's just what it should look like. My hair is really short, so yeah, that's just what it looks like. And then I got my sock. So you cut off the end and then you roll it up. And I like to use bigger ones because it holds it like more in place. The smaller ones don't really hold it, and it usually falls out. So I've learned to use the big ones. So yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pony. I'm just going to put this over it. And it's different with short hair and long hair, because the longer you more roll it under, this one you just kind of use ponytails to just like secure it down. So, but first, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to start just like spreading this around. I put the sock just like halfway in between my pony, and then I just sort of tuck all this under, and the sock will show, you just have to like pin it, and it doesn't have to, this part doesn't really, it's just kind of helping getting the longer pieces out of the way. So that's all that. And shorter pieces kind of stay up and stuff for now. Okay, then I just kind of like roll it down so it looks really big and all the short pieces are hanging out. So what I do is I just hold it down, get a ponytail, and just go right around it. And that just kind of tightens it up. And then I have all these little pieces with that I just bobby pin down that stay up. And these little pieces, sometimes I just leave them up, ones that are really little. So you just have to go around and make sure that your sock isn't showing, and just use all these bobby pins. And I've got these little bobby pins. They're called mini bobby pins. I think you just get them wherever, Walmart, whatever. But they really help, I think, for me. And you can use however many bobby or ponytails to help. I think the more you use to do this part, the more it is tighter and tighter. See how it got even more tighter just by doing that? And then it's kind of like, right now it's kind of like more like, not really on my head, more like not really on top. So what I do is I just kind of hold it down, and I just bobby pin it so it stays more down on top of my head instead of above it. And then there's like some little pieces that come around, and I can just twist them. And it's a lot of pinning, really. And then there's going to be little pieces that you're going to have to just like pin. And then usually I just put a little bow. So a bow like right there. And then I can just spray it all up. And yeah, there's your sock done.
Yeah, keep turning.